This is Mark Hayes from the Quest Community Development News Center. We've got breaking news on the west side of Atlanta, where the Quest Development Team is hard at work transforming the community one block at a time. The mission of Quest Community Development Organization is to develop affordable housing and provide needs-based community services to enhance the quality of life for underserved individuals and families. Let's take you now to the west side, where we caught up with CEO Leonard Adams and his team and get the latest on $40 million worth of construction projects changing the landscape on the west side. We're here on Rock Street with CEO of Quest Community Development, Leonard Adams. Leonard, you've been incredibly busy on the west side here with Quest Community Development. Over our shoulder is your baby, kind of the granddaddy of all your projects.
Right.
Did you ever imagine 20 years ago when you started this that you'd have $40 million in projects at work at once?
Wow, $40 million at once at work. Well, really just trying to show that this is how you put the money to work in the community. Behind us, we have the Quest Nonprofit Center, which is a 30,000 square foot building. That was a $10.5 million capital campaign to raise the money to offer services to the greater West Side. We also have, to the rear of it, an affordable housing project that we're doing. That's 53 units of affordable housing. And just trying to align ourselves with the mayor's One Atlanta and for an affordable Atlanta. So we're working on the west side, and it's going to be 20 years for us next year, and we're excited about it, Mark. And the vision, 19 years ago, Quest started in a single family home to house individuals that were homeless, that were living with a disability. And today, to be here on Rock Street, a street that was hard hit, very unsafe, very dangerous. We've been able to redevelop this entire city block, and now you can walk down this street and people call it a diamond in the rough or an oasis in Vine City.
I think it's a good thing. Good. If you had seen it before, like a rat trap, snake trap, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's an excellent thing. It's like every day I wonder how he did it. But he used to tell us, he used to tell me, say, I just wanted to do this, I want to do it. It's like it come to fruition. Everything here is good.
So the residence at Holly Hills consists of 40 units for seniors with somewhat of a modern interior design. The building is also designed for energy efficiency. We have Energy Star rated appliances, energy efficient rated windows, as well as energy efficient rated plumbing and electrical fixtures. In addition to access to quality affordable housing, by being residents of one of the Quest communities, they will also gain more knowledge of Quest and the services that we provide, the social services, which include social self-sufficiency, financial services, and workforce development. With all of Quest properties, we strive to deliver quality affordable housing products to a lot of people that may have been otherwise displaced with a lot of the gentrification and transformation of neighborhoods in the West Side community. So we take a lot of pride in being able to provide quality housing, not just affordable housing, but in doing so, making sure that the rents are affordable so that it won't be displaced.
It's one thing to come to work every day from 9 to 5, but our residents are usually waiting for me in the parking lot first thing in the morning to give me an update about something that's happening in their life. And I know that's why I come to work every day, is for them, to help them improve their quality of life.
I am the lead clinician, and I work over Transitional Housing, which is off of Lindsay Street. My primary function is focusing on transitional housing. I have 12 residents that reside there, all male, and they're there for 6 months. Once they become stable, we work on making sure that they're mentally stable, that they can maintain their sobriety. We focus on individuals that are in recovery. So a lot of our clients come from drug court or detox, and once they are in a good place, then we move forward with helping them to find jobs and employment. And so during that 6 month time, they're not asked to pay any type of rent. We help provide their basic needs, and from that, they're able to save up enough money within 6 months so that they can find permanent supportive housing or somewhere that is appropriate for them to live.
So this project, we're located in English Avenue, west side of Atlanta. It's 12 units, 6 and 6, 6 in each building. There'll be 4 2-bedrooms and 2 1-bedrooms in each development. Ideally, they're for the English Avenue residents who would like to remain in English Avenue. So this retention program that Quest has is to prevent displacement among those residents who've been here long-standing as new developments come and push them out with, increased taxes and land taxes, value taxes. It's hard for them to remain in the community in which they grew up in and they have such a connection to. So developments like this, Dalvenia Street, help to allow those residents to stay in place and stay connected to the community which they've known for so long. To create a product that people are proud to live in and proud to say this is where I live and want to show their friends, residents, neighbors that come into my place. So before we painted this was like this off beige cream color, really eyesore. So now we're putting up this white and this kind of charcoal brown trim to really make it look more modern, more appealing. So people really feel proud to be here and they want to live here.
So I'd like to walk you through the process of how Quest identifies and takes it through a new constructed project. So we typically will start with an abandoned structure, something similar to what you see here in the rear. And after we've worked with the city to get the demolition permit, the property will tend to look like an empty lot here. And we work with our partners to bring forward an affordable single-family home. And currently we have 3 under construction, which you see here, a 1,600 square foot home. From nothing to something, we've been able to acquire these blighted and abandoned properties with funds from the Arthur and Blank Family Foundation. But we do have a accelerated construction process with Habitat Atlanta.
Well, Habitat, like I said, has really fine-tuned their construction process. They still use volunteer labor on the weekends and sometimes throughout the middle of the week, but they've also developed a pool of volunteer skilled laborers. People can go in and train to be a skilled volunteer laborer to help manage the volunteers when they come on site. And so these people specialize in certain aspects of the construction process, from the roofing to the framing to doing the porches and to other detailed aspects of the home. And so they've really gotten that process down to where they can have an 8-week build and get it done, run smoothly and efficiently to get something like what you see here, a well-developed product.
With the mantra live, work, serve, it's pretty much we want people to live affordably. We want people to make and earn a decent wage. And then we want people to give back and understand giving back early and give back to their community. So that's the serve component. I have to do what our mantra is. I live on the West Side, I work on the West Side, and I serve on the West Side.
We now continue our coverage from the offices of the Westside Future Fund with the Executive Director, John Ahmed.
Yeah, the Westside Future Fund is place-based where people focused. We're focused on 4 historic neighborhoods in Atlanta's West Side. You can't understand this work unless you understand the journey of Atlanta, right? So after emancipation, there were very few neighborhoods that African Americans could own homes. These neighborhoods were one of them. So you fast forward to 1960, these 4 neighborhoods had 50,000, overwhelmingly African American, mixed income because of segregation. So the lawyer lived with the sanitation worker, lived with the teacher, etc. You fast forward to today, the neighborhoods have depopulated, still overwhelmingly African American, and now you think about Atlanta winning, we have to be very intentional to help the folks that have been suffering here, often for historical reasons, and deliver a model that gives people better lives, economic mobility, jobs, education, etc. So we were set up to kind of help just accelerate the efforts and just bring additional resources to the table. We've leaned really heavily into the housing one because if people get displaced, how do you help them? So if you're investing in the YMCA, if you're investing in job training, etc., now we're creating up this great ecosystem. We often say, ecosystem disrupt the cycle of poverty. You want people near the help, and especially near the jobs. And we have as a vision statement, because his last adult address was in Vine City, 234, how do we develop a community Dr. King would be proud to call home? The Quest has a great leader in Leonard Adams, and what we, at least I can personally appreciate about, is Leonard got going and doing the work over in Rock Street before anyone was much talking about help on the West Side. And so, Leonard in his own right is a great entrepreneur, great leader, and has built a great not-for-profit. And if you're going to lean in, Leonard's been a great partner to us because he's helped us, because we came along relatively further in the journey. But also, if you're looking to help invest in folks, folks that are proven and are delivering, right, that's your best investor, because it's just a matter of helping them go faster. And so, and Leonard actually delivers on something that's one of the hardest places to do, which is called supportive housing, right? So those are folks that need kind of, can do housing, but they kind of need some, kind of continual attention to some degree, right? And that level, that's a hard market to serve really well, and he does it really well. And so that's so important. He's a great partner because he's proven and he delivers.
Quest Community Development would like to take this time to recognize their dedicated partners and those who have made generous donations with their time, talent, and treasure. The Quest team sincerely appreciates your partnership in helping transform the historic West Side of Atlanta. And Quest wants you to know that your dollars are hard at work, uplifting our community one block at a time. Isn't that amazing? As you can see, there is so much energy and enthusiasm at Quest Communities, and the transformation is remarkable. And if you'd like to be a part of the movement, we'd love your help. For more information and to donate to their mission, visit questcommunities.org. This is Mark Hayes reporting from the Quest Communities Development News Center.